America. The land that calls itself the light of democracy. The symbol of freedom for the modern world. But today, those same streets, whisper rebellion. A single chant now echoes through cities, no kings. Beat. Two simple words, yet filled with the weight of revolution. It started quietly, a government order, signed in silence, late at night. An order allowing federal forces to act in the interest of national stability. To many, it was just politics. To others, it was the return of tyranny. And soon, from New York to San Francisco, millions took to the streets. With one message: we are citizens, not subjects. No kings. No dictatorship. The protests grew louder. Tear gas filled the air. Police clashed with students. Journalists were silenced. Yet the people refused to stop. They marched in the rain, held candles through the smoke, and raised their voices higher. For freedom. And then, the silence began. News channels suddenly stopped reporting. Social media feeds went blank. Accounts vanished overnight. One reporter dared to say live on air, "They're telling us what to hide." She was fired the next morning. That moment changed everything. The people realized, truth itself was under attack. But truth cannot be killed. It spreads, quietly, through whispers and screens. That No Kings movement exploded online. Students refused to attend class. Teachers joined them. Doctors walked out of hospitals, holding signs that read, "Freedom is our medicine." And the protests transformed. From peaceful marches to a nationwide storm. Washington, D.C. became the center of it all. Over 2 million people flooded the Capitol. They camped outside the White House, chanting through the night, "No kings. No fear." Inside, the president addressed the nation, "Order will be restored, by any means necessary." That was the breaking point. America was no longer divided. It was on fire. Among the chaos rose a new voice. A soldier named Martin Black. He had served in Afghanistan, lost friends to wars that promised freedom. And now, he said, our greatest battle isn't overseas, it's here, within our own walls. Martin became the symbol of the movement. Millions followed him. He preached peace, but demanded truth. Weeks turned into months. The protests spread to every major city. The government deployed the National Guard. But soldiers began lowering their weapons. One officer knelt beside protesters, saying, "We are with you." It was the moment that turned resistance into revolution. Behind closed doors, the White House faced its own storm. Economy collapsing. States refusing orders. And even within the military, division grew. The president demanded control. But the Constitution demanded restraint. Beat. And the world held its breath. Then came the Supreme Court ruling. Simple, clear, and final: no man, no office, no leader stands above the Constitution of the United States. Those words hit like thunder. Crowds erupted in tears and cheers. Flags waved across cities. It was victory, but not just against a leader, against fear itself. Martin Black spoke to the people: freedom isn't something we win once. It's something we protect, every day. Beat. And just like that, the fire that nearly consumed the nation became its light again. Months later, the movement faded. But its echo remained. The phrase, "No kings," was painted on walls, schools, and hearts. A reminder that no matter how powerful a leader becomes, the people are always greater. This wasn't just a protest. It was a message to history itself. That democracy lives only when ordinary people choose courage over comfort. When they rise, speak, and refuse to bow. And even if power tries to silence them, truth finds a way to speak. Softly. The No Kings protest. The revolution that almost wasn't. But it changed everything. You've been watching History Hidden Truths. Because sometimes, the truth is not what they tell you. It's what they try to hide.